Hello, guys. Welcome to the Mixed League broadcast. Last week, you could have seen me broadcasting with Jorge or JT, and this week I'm broadcasting with Ruth. So, welcome, Ruth. Hello.
Hey, thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
All right.
And I would also suggest if you have anything to add, if you like my comment, if you want to change something, if you want to see more of something, let us know in the comments.
All right, that would be good. And tell the people where you're broadcasting from.
So I am usually German, but I'm currently in Montreal, Canada. And so, yeah, it's all the way over the sea.
Yeah. All right. So you're the tower tech player, right? You're one of the best, right? Jorge told me last week. What were you ranked? What was your rank?
I think I'm currently second rank. I'm
Second?
definitely still, yeah.
That's insane. That's crazy. Out of like a lot of
Well,
players, right?
yeah, but JT is on my toes, and also HHH is close, Giganata is close, and the one person I still struggle to beat and I was never beating yet is Flash Gogo, who holds #1.
And where's Flash Gogo from?
Honestly, I don't know. I think he's German.
Because I found out last week that Triple H is playing right behind me, so I have JT. JT is behind me. Like I think maybe the people can hear him talk because he literally never stops talking. If you if you look at him right behind me, and then Triple H is playing behind in the second one. So I have two good players. And tell the people why do you don't play anymore?
Well, actually, my good friend JT, who I also play in a team with, our team Dash, that we also were competing with in a couple of previous cups, he really likes to play and he did these broadcasts before. And so I thought I'm going to hand over my team to him because he's a great captain and he can really teach the players a lot. And he was itching to play. So here we go. I'm going to take his spot. He's going to take my spot.
Do you think I should take it personally that he doesn't want to broadcast with me?
Maybe, yeah.
What?
Why not? I mean, you
I,
could totally do that.
I was told off last week by the people here in this company that my jokes are too much. So maybe I was
Oh,
told to
really?
dial it down a bit. So I guess
Well,
I gotta
then I
dial it
hope
down.
I hope you're gonna give me an easy time then.
We'll see, we'll see. Uh, the people don't know if I'm drinking like water or alcohol here, but maybe I'm gonna reveal that sometimes.
All right.
So you know the players that we're watching, because I don't know any of the players, obviously, right? So I'm gonna rely on
I
you to talk about the game, because I'm here from making the jokes, and you're here from talking about the game, actually, right? So maybe
That's
introduce the
great.
game to
I'm
people that
totally
are.
bad at making jokes.
All right, okay. So can you
So
talk about
perfect.
the game a bit at the start?
Yeah, so when we're looking at Tower Tech, the current version that you can get on Steam, that has 3 different game modes. So the game mode that we are playing today is Gold Tower.
Hmm.
And this game mode is basically a game mode that feels like a capture the flag. So you are basically, your team tries to rush into the base of the opponent team because there's one tower, that's the gold tower, that you have to charge up. And if you manage to charge up that one tower, your team gains a point. And
So we're not
there's
watching
also,
Deathmatch today, right? It's not a deathmatch. Because I thought we were watching a deathmatch today. We're actually
We
watching a
are
deathmatch.
watching a deathmatch
Ah,
today. We do watch a
but what
deathmatch
you were
today.
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
sounds way more
So,
cooler,
what I
though.
was talking about, that was what we were playing on Tuesday, because all of our participants that are part of the Mixed Cup League, they are basically training every Tuesday on certain game modes. And the Tuesday training was happening on gold towers. So that's what you were hearing about just now. And for that, I broke out my knee pads here to actually, because you really have to kind of hide, duck down. You always have to hide and duck down in tower tech, but for gold tower, that's even more important because you don't want to get shot while you charge up that one important tower.
So that's why
The
I didn't
mode
win, because I don't have the knee pads. The knee pads, I can't win without the knee pads, right? They didn't give me the knee pads here. That's why I'm not good at the
Yeah,
game, I guess.
yeah,
Eh,
exactly. Exactly. That's what probably happened.
exactly.
And then there's Deathmatch, the mode that we are going to play today. And Deathmatch is a really, really great mode for beginners because you have a team of 3 players in this cup. And whenever a player gets shot, they can respawn after 3 seconds. So it's not a big deal if you
Uh-huh.
get shot once. Of course, you should always avoid getting shot, but in deathmatch, it means like the team with the most points wins, and every kill gives the team 1 point. So that's a really great mode to get into the game, to always be able to play, because the difference to the third game mode that we have in Tower Tech, which is elimination, is that in elimination the whole team has to be eliminated,
Hmm.
which means that if, for example, one player from a team dies, then it's like 2 against 3, and the team with 2 players, they really have a disadvantage at this point. So that's a really different game mode. You have to play way more conservative to not get shot early in the game. Um, so there's a lot of differences in the tactics that you need for these different game modes, and I'm really excited to see how that goes because it's a very approachable game mode.
All right. And when do we get into game, guys? When does the game start? Sorry, asking my support here. When the first game start? Do you know which team? In 1 minute. Do you know which team we're watching?
Yeah, so the team we are watching in the first round is Policeman, and HHH Triple H is gonna open the lobby for that, and they're gonna play versus Wow or W0W.
All right. And who are we betting on? Can I bet money on this? I can't probably, right?
Ye- To be
You
honest,
see,
I
Root, this is
bet
a
myself.
business plan. We should make betting available for this. I love to bet money. And guys, I was supposed to talk about this company. I was supposed to say something nice about VR Play Park, but they then brought me warm beer, so I'm not gonna say anything nice maybe with the second one I get from this company. But I think it's
Well,
a German beer, right? Stout.
no,
No? Irish style. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Rude. I wanted to support your country by drinking German beer, but they gave me warm
no.
Irish beer. Not good.
Well, that's fine. I mean, maybe I can have some nice words then about the VR Play Park. They're really cool, really motivated team in Prague, in Czech Republic. They have a location-based entertainment, the VR Play Park, and they are having one of the games there. They have the real towers, Tower
You can
Tech,
see that behind me.
also.
Did you Root ever play like behind these walls? Did you ever try that? You did?
Not in your play park, but I did try it in Hamburg at the VR Nerds HQ.
And I
And
wonder, does it give you advantage or not?
to be honest, I do like playing at home quite a bit because I know
Hmm.
my play space, I know where I am. And to be fairly honest, I also every now and then like to go into the tower to hide just
Yeah.
for a split second. And that's what you can't do with the real world tower. But otherwise, it's a great feeling in terms of immersion.
Hmm.
It's really great to have the actual tower there. You feel way more immersed immediately. But yeah, so I really like the home version, and you can get it on Steam. You can play it at home. It's really nice. It's really my daily workout, to be honest.
That's good. But they also play with the guns here. They have the guns, right? But I think it's like way more easier to play just with the controller, right? Because you move around the tower faster, right? Or it's. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because I play with the index controllers and there's no 3D printed gun model for the index controllers. And so I can't use them for my controllers. But I did try them once and it does give you a very realistic feel. So maybe your aim is actually going to be a bit better, also because it's a bit heavier. But in total, I think it really depends on how you train. Because Tower Tech is a game you really need to train. You really need to spend some time in there if you want to get really good.
Hmm.
And so I think whatever you train with, you get used to. In case you're talking to me, you're breaking
No,
up.
no, I know. I'm just asking them which team we're watching right now.
Which team we're watching? Actually, HHH should open the lobby, but if it's not HHH, we could probably jump into JT's lobby. Oh yeah, there, HHH has a lobby. That is great. Because
I am in there.
we're gonna
Uh,
play
all right, and
perfect.
now we're in lobby, right? Good. We're
Yes.
watching Triple H, and they're called. I think one team is called Policemen, right?
Their team is called Policeman, exactly, and the
Is there
team
actually
that
a
we
policeman
play
on the
against,
team? You think?
I don't know,
That
honestly.
would be pretty
Maybe
cool.
HHH is a policeman.
We have
I don't.
one, in our law firm. For the people, I'm a lawyer actually. That's doing VR broadcast. They pay me more than they pay me in the law firm, so I'm trying to get some money by doing this broadcast, to survive, because as lawyers we're not getting paid very well in Czech Republic. But that's off topic, and we have a policeman in our law firm, and our law firm will start a VR team, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be the best. So for Triple H and JT and you, I'm just warning you that our team is coming, and we're probably gonna be the best.
Amazing. I
Probably.
can't wait to play against you.
Of course, of course. And did you ever play against Gunnar Knight?
I did, yeah.
He
I did
sucks,
play
right?
Nerd a couple of times. He's not too bad, honestly.
Let's
He's
be
not
honest.
bad
Let's
player
be
at all.
honest here. He's bad. He's
I'm
horrible.
he's a pretty good player actually. He's very fit. He's very dynamic. He plays. I think he's also pretty committed. Like he wants to win.
No,
Makes
you got
it
that wrong. Actually, Gunnar Knight is one of my best friends, but I will tell you from personal experience, he's not committed and he's not fit.
well.
But he's a nice guy, of course. But I have to make a fun of him. It's my job. It's part of my broadcasting job to make fun of Gunnar Knight. And I even thought, I even read on some Discord, Reddit or something like that, they were making fun of Gunnar Knight because of my broadcasting. So I have to do it again. And please, guys, continue writing your jokes about Gunnar Knight because we have to get this train rolling. Make fun of hashtag make fun
Um,
of Gunnar Knight. Important stuff.
have you heard of Team WoW that
No.
Policeman is going to play against?
It's the
W
tri-
zero.
I watched them last week. I think they're winning every match because of Triple H, right?
Policemen, yeah, yeah, they are pretty good. Triple H is a great captain. He also plays usually in my Dash team, so I really like playing with him. But I was wondering about the team that they play against.
You never heard of them? Team One,
No, Team WoW.
Team Wow. Oh, maybe we're gonna watch a complete slaughter.
Maybe.
What is it? What is better, watching noobs play this game or watching good players play this game? Because I kind of enjoyed watching like worse players because the good players just jump around and not many kills happen, right?
Well, I have to say for me, actually, the games where really good players are playing are the most interesting ones. Um,
All right.
yeah, it's really probably about what you're looking at. If you're looking at kills, then yeah, it might be the case that you find those more interesting with new players. But if you're looking at strategy and if you're looking at game styles, I think the more experienced players are great to watch because you can also learn something.
All right, we're in game.
All right, here we are.
I actually control what we're
Oh,
watching, so
there
if you have any
are
idea
two
where should I click, just
humanoids.
tell me, right? If I
All
click,
right, so we are seeing
oh
the
yeah, it's
Team
actually
Fire
Gunnar
with
Knight. Guys, it's team with Gunnar Knight.
Gunnar Knight. Exactly, Tribor and Pito. And on the other team, Team Ice, we have HHH, Workies, and Ronnie Snore,
It's
who we actually
4v3.
going to interview today.
How come it's
I
4v3?
don't think it's actually, no, it's actually not. I think that's just a mistake on the
Oh yeah,
board.
I see.
Really seeing already the 3 players on the field. It's already in full on mode. It's already 2 kills on each side. One Guna Knight died once.
Of course he did. I
Vortex
told
died
you.
once. HHH scored a point, of course, and Guna Knight scored the other point. So now we are seeing what is happening here. Both teams are
Oh,
defending their sides very well. And another kill from Ronnie Snore this time.
so we're
We are
watching
looking
Gunnar,
at
HHH right now. So he's shooting
exactly
crossbow, right?
currently.
Oh,
Exactly. He was just facing Guna Knight, and Guna Knight hit him out. There we go. 2 against 2. This is the tie at the moment. Gunnar Knight is really going into their base. He's really pushing forward. Team Ice really has to defend themselves, and he's hit, and he has to go back for a heal. Otherwise, he's going to be dead in a second. So we're seeing Gunnar Knight rushing back to the base, trying to get that heal. It's 3 against 2, so Team Fire is leading. He should get that heal and go back. We're seeing HHH on the left side. He's trying to push forward. He's trying to gain back some of the map, but he's not having a lot of room to maneuver, to navigate. And here we
Gunnar Knight
see...
Gunnar Knight actually has all the depths of his team. How is this
There
possible?
we go, exactly.
Talk to us about Gunnar Knight's
HHH
gameplay.
is
Is
on
it
the
good?
left side. And the thing is, HHH is after him, and he's a really strong player, and he got him 2 times from the back. So, and now again, we saw it, HHH on Team Ice left side, on Team Fire's right side. There's Gunnar Knight against HHH, and that's why all the kills are going on Gunnar Knight, because he's facing the strongest player.
We can see Gunnar Knight is number 1, right? And he's jumping here against
Exactly.
number 4, which is Gunnar Knight. So that's why they're killing each other all the time. And then who's number 3? You see?
Number 3 is Pito.
Alright.
On Team Ice. But we are following Gunnar Knight still. Now we're on Ronnie Snore. Number 3.
Do you know
from
Ronnie
Team
Snore?
Ice.
Is he a good player?
Yeah, he is a pretty good player. He's fairly new though, but he also played in the last cup. I do like his game style. He's very sneaky. As you see, they're progressing a lot. Team Ice is really making a lot of room for themselves to maneuver. They have the majority of the map at the moment. They're really breaking into the base of Team Fire, but Team Fire is breaking out on the right side. We're seeing Gunnar Knight going forward and trying to make some kills. It's 5 against 5. They have still
It's
1.5
super close game, right?
left. It's a super close game. It's impressive to watch. It's a very fast game.
And again, Gunnar Knight is dead. That's crazy. You see, if you actually tell me, let's be honest here, because I have a feeling from you, we're broadcasting with each other the first time, that you're a bit too nice. Let's be honest here. It's not good to be 2 and 5. 2 and 5. He has all the depths of his team. Let's be honest here. He's losing it for his team, right?
I have to say, he is pushing forward. He's being very aggressive, and therefore he's being vulnerable in those situations when he's pushing forward, when he's being aggressive. And HHH and Ronnie Snore are a really strong team. Actually, the 3 of them are working together really well. HHH is pushing forward against Tribor at the moment. They're really pushing into Team Fire's base. And you can see the difference on map control also now on the points. It's 5 against 8. We saw a minute ago with something that Team Fire took the lead on the map, and now they're really converting that into points. They're going forward one after another. Team Fire is just basically stuck in their base, and Team Ice got all the great angles. They can really flank them very well. They can crossfire them, and Team Ice is basically getting spawn killed back there in their base
But
by
you know,
now.
Root,
So that's a huge difference. 5 against 10. A minute ago, it was still a very even match, but by now it's actually a done thing. 7 seconds left, and we're seeing
but
Team
you know,
Ice just
it was
keeps making
actually
points.
3v4. It was actually 3v4. And Team Ice won. It was a 3v4.
I don't think it was a 3v4.
No, no, no.
There were only 3
Really?
players on the field.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was like 3. It was only a mistake on the board.
Ah,
It
okay,
wasn't
okay.
actually 4 players.
Because at one moment I saw four players.
No, no. Otherwise, I would have said something. No, it was like
that was weird.
3 players. No. That was a fair match, and well played, Team Ice.
Yeah. Well,
you could really see teamwork there.
Again, you know what the Reddit said. If you have Gunnar Knight on your team, you're probably not gonna win, and that's exactly what happened here. So, had the most deaths on his team. I wouldn't be happy playing with him. I'm honest with you, Root. I'm honest with you here.
I have to say, if you have friends like you don't need enemies anymore.
Exactly. that's true. That's true. No, but I think he's gonna pick it up in the second game. He's a competitor. He's a competitor.
I think so too, and that was a close match until most of the match. Honestly, 5-5 and then 5-6, and then they just took the majority of the map.
It's a pretty hard game to come back, right? Because when one team controls most of the map, it's hard to gain the control of the map and push back, right?
I'm not 100% sure, because what happened there in the beginning is that actually Team Ice, Team Fire had a lot of control of the map.
Yeah.
So
what's the best thing to do at the start? What's the best thing to do at the start?
Just get all the towers as fast as you can. Charge up each and every tower that's still gray, because a lot of people don't notice, but those towers don't cost energy. So what HHH is doing here, he just lost 1 tower. He thought he would charge it up, but he didn't get to charge it up. Now he has to do that again. That's where he's losing important time. The left side is able to crossfire him. They're really gaining some room on the left side. But we're seeing that Team Ice still positioned themselves really well. They have a lot of map control already. We're seeing already the same thing again, like in the last match, 1 against 1. The kills are coming in really fast in this combination.
Here we can see Gunnar Knight fighting Triple H, right?
Exactly, same constellation than before, and
same result, of course.
Again. Yeah. He really has to look at the stream. He has to learn from there. He didn't get shot by HHH, but I think HHH distracted him so far that Ronnie Snore could crossfire him and could basically flank him therefore, and he was distracted while he got flanked. So we're seeing again that... Alright, so that was the 4th point for Team Ice. We're really seeing them advance way faster, 1 against 5. So Team Ice is really pushing forward. They're owning an interesting part of the map. They're really pushing forward on the right side, not so much on the left side. And I'm not sure if that's a good idea here. Let's see what's happening.
Triple H really run around the map, right? On this one.
Exactly. He's in their base. He's sitting in their base, but it's not good that Ronnie Snore is standing behind him, because he can't go back. He can be healed, but he should let him go back. That's what they're doing right now. So by pushing in their base, they really distracted them. They locked them in a little bit. Number 1, Gunnar Knight, he tried to make some room for them on the right side of the map, but now he also got killed, and Team Ice is getting back that part of the map. So they're really holding the majority of the map. Team Fire is still coming back though. They're up until the middle again, and also you can see 3 against 7. There's a big difference, but at the speed that the points are coming in here, I believe Team Fire still has a realistic chance. We're seeing 4 against 7. And at the moment, actually, Team Fire has the majority of the map. They could convert this into kills. When we're seeing Team Ice now, crowded up, crouched up in the base. Let's see if they can recover from that.
Do you think
Team
they're
Fire just
turtling
did
up
a
a bit,
really
trying to?
aggressive push there.
They're
Yeah, they're
turtling up,
definitely
right, a bit.
struggling a little bit there in the base. Yeah,
No, but
so
I
Team
think you
Fire
can
now goes.
defend yourself in the base. You know, I mean, they're winning, so
That
why
is
risk,
true.
right?
It might be that they're just holding it. Yeah, it's still 2 minutes left, but it's
Ah,
also a dangerous thing to give up so much of the map.
Triple H
It's a
is
really
6
dangerous
and
move.
0. Wow.
Exactly, 5 against 8. So this is going to be a very close match still because each team holds around half of the map. That
Yeah.
was a very smart thing from HHH here. He just jumped into the middle, but now he's getting crossfired. Let's see if he can push through, if he can come back. No, he
He
couldn't.
got
He
killed
died,
the
but
first time.
he got himself locked in
Let's see, Gunnar Knight has
when
half
he
a
was
health.
so
Why is
aggressive and
nobody
pushing
healing him?
forward.
Why is nobody healing Gunnar Knight, right? He has half a health and he's
That
jumping
is
around
the
the map.
communication inside the team, yes, and you're hitting a very important point there. If the healing game of the team is not spot on, you have a very high chance that people are just gonna die. Exactly what happened right here. He didn't get the heal and he died instead. So yeah, the healing is one of the most important things that a team can concentrate on. And we're seeing here, it's like 40 seconds left in this match, and we are still seeing 3 points difference now.
It's close.
Team
It's close.
Fire just scored another point. It's still close. It's 30,
But 30
seconds now.
They can just jump back and defend it, I think.
They
But
could
3
do
points.
that, yeah, but they are too much in the game. I think Vorchis is doing exactly that. Ronnie Snur is still, yeah, he's also going back. He's like, all right,
let's play it safe.
Yeah, they're playing it safe. They're keeping they're healing each other, going back. I think that's the result, and therefore
They win.
we're seeing
2-0.
and really the stronger game in this match is really Team Ice. And we saw that throughout the last game and also throughout this game. In the beginning of the first game, it was really close. They were really head on head, but by now, throughout the second match, we really saw that Team Ice is the stronger team, at least right now. But we could totally imagine that actually Team Fire would train a little bit more and get their healing game a little bit better trained and a little bit of a better flow. And when I get hit, I go back, or I shout at my teammate and tell them that I need to be healed. All these kind of things around communication are super important, and they just come with training. So I think throughout the time of this league, we're really seeing improvements in those things like healing, like communicating, just because the players are going to play more often with each other.
I think we can get an interview with one of the players, right? Guys?
I think so, yeah. I think Ronnie Snow is the player that you're going to interview later on. I think he's going to talk to you after the matches.
After both of the matches, right?
As far as I understand, yeah, after the matches.
Because I could have got Gunnar Knight on the air to discuss with you. You know, I would give him the headphones. How come he scored the majority of his team's death? Because it's not good, right? Let's face it, Ruth. Having 8, I think he had 6 out of 8 deaths. What do you tell a player that's on your team that's dying so much? Because it's a team play, right? You have to communicate. Are you being would you be nice? Would you scream at him in game? How would you resolve it?
Yeah, I would scream. I would sadly I would scream probably because when you're in game, when you're in the heat of the moment, you're like, don't die.
So you're being nice now, but then you scream in game at the players, right?
Well, I mean, honestly, it is a way of like when you're in action, when you're in the flow, when you're communicating with your team, you also have the commentator from inside Tower Tech in your ears. And it's just, I don't know, I'm used to Team Dash. And as you mentioned before, that JT is screaming a lot in game. I think that is just something that I'm pretty much used to as well. So yeah.
Isn't it?
a team sport. It's a sport, it's a game. It's like, when you see soccer or
Root,
soccer
Root,
is
we're actually gonna have a commercial break right now.
oh,
They're telling me,
sure.
so we have to thank our sponsors, right? Which is VR Nerds and VR Play Park and Law Firm Toman and Partners, the best sponsors. And commercial break now. Bye, guys.
3, 2, 1. Three, two, one.
Alright, guys, welcome back from the commercial break. I'm actually gonna say a few words about VR Play Park here. They're gonna be nice because I'm getting free beer, which is why I'm here. And so it's a VR Play Park. Obviously, you can play virtual reality games here. Especially as you can see behind me, they have Tower Tag, the game that that basically you can play it only with the glasses, right? But here in VR Play Park, you can play it like in total reality, right? I don't know how to say, but you basically have these things that you can hide behind. Maybe Ruth, you will talk a bit more about the game, but I will say there are also escape room games here in VR Play Park that you can play with your family. Then there are flying simulators that you can play, and when COVID ends in 10 years, you can visit here and play all these games. So Ruth, can you talk to us about what is Tower Tag and who made the game and all about it?
Yeah, sure. So, Tower Tech is a game made by VR Nerds and is actually currently nominated for the Best Innovation category at the German Computer Games Prize, the Deutsche Computerspiel Award. And so, the description of Tower Tech in general is that it's a hyperactive multiplayer shooter game, which means that you are actually throwing a whip with your controller to hook on a tower that you then charge up in your team color, and you pull yourself over to that tower. That's how you move around in the game. And the locomotion is one of the very, I would say, innovative pieces of this VR game, because usually it's a very hard thing to combine room scale locomotion, where you just walk around in a small space, with large maps. with like locomotion throughout a large space. And that's super well done in Tower Tech because you can, on the one side, use your play space, but then on the other side, you can actually move around a large
All right.
large game map without getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Is that a problem
usually,
in VR, getting sick? Is that a problem?
yeah, usually that's a huge problem in VR games and experiences. And I think the most famous one, Half-Life Alyx, which is a very amazing game, which has great integrations, great interactions, but still only has the opportunity to either teleport or use continuous locomotion, of which a lot of people, including myself, are still getting sick.
Mm.
And that is a really amazing thing that Tower Tech does, right? It doesn't make you sick. So it's a great workout. It's fun with your team. For me, it's also a thing to be able to have a social experience with my friends, to do something beyond just be on a Zoom call. Because you're really interacting with the people that
Of
you're
course.
playing with, you're
Yeah.
really getting to know them. And I think that's like a real strength of this game, that it has these team elements, and that they have this like action elements, because it's 5 minutes of full action of you trying to win this match with your team through strategies, through communicating, through healing each other. Teamwork is one of the most important things inside Tower Tech. And yeah, I think it's an amazing game. I would wish for a bigger North American player base, because currently the player base is mainly in Europe. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this game going truly international and gaining more players, which will probably be the case with the new Quest version.
There's a new Quest
So
version. What is the new Quest version?
exactly. So VR nerds are currently working on a version of Tower Tech for the Oculus Quest that you can play natively on the Oculus Quest.
Mhm.
And that is currently in development, and it should in the end also be cross-platform. The current alpha testing phase is also described on Discord. So if you have a quest, you can take part as a tester, report your feedback, etc. And currently it's not cross-platform though. So this alpha version is just on Quest.
Mhm.
But
So it will be
once
basically
it will be
available to more
released,
people, right? That's good.
exactly. That should potentially increase the user base significantly.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think it would be pretty cool if the maps in the Tower Tech got maybe some like other design. And I know you work in VR design, right? Is it hard to like design new maps? I'm not talking only about like jumping around, but the maps like I'm talking about design like flowers and stuff,
Yeah.
something like.
Yeah. So yeah, it really is a bit of a tough thing
Mm.
to get it right. It's not a hard thing in general to design it, but the little details in terms of how far are certain towers apart, what are the ways that you can go from towers, which distance is comfortable and which distance is not really great for gameplay. And that translates throughout different VR experiences or games or whatever. The space that you're creating, the dimensions, you can only test them once you go inside VR. So everything that you're creating, you're usually creating in 2D, or at least like the game mentioned Unity, where most of the stuff is built, or Unreal. It's all in 2D. So to actually try it out, you have to put on the headset, you have to go into VR, you have to go in there and do it. And that takes a lot of time and effort, but is really, really necessary if you want to create an experience or a game well.
Mm. You are actually a VR engineer, right? Or VR designer.
I would usually describe myself as a VR creator,
And
and
how did
I
you get
mainly
into
take
this
VR
industry?
design
How
jobs.
did you get into this industry?
So I actually started in 2013 together with Nico, who is also one of the co-founders of VR Nerds. And I had a background in communication arts and interactive media. And so it was fairly easy for me to break into 3D design.
Mhm.
which is basically the basis of anything that you want to do in VR. And then I also got to learn how to make my way around Unity, which is one of the most popular game engines. And since then, I basically worked on several projects, several art projects, several commercial projects for different clients all over the world. I exhibited our VR experience, Lucid Trips, also in a lot of areas. And it's really about making connections and also being part of the community, that you learn a lot, that you see a lot,
Mm.
that you actually yeah, are able to set foot in this industry. So I would recommend everyone that wants to break into the VR design space to really look at podcasts, look at websites, look at streamers, look at cool film festivals. Since COVID, film festivals are happening inside VR. I was, for example, a host at South by Southwest and
Mhm.
also Venice VR Expanded in VR Chat. And those are really amazing opportunities to just get in touch a bit more, especially now that we can't go to real life events and festivals.
Let's hope we can soon, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm ready for a beer with my friends. It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
And I'm
It's been a
actually
fucking
also
long time.
ready for our next match. Shouldn't we actually look into our next
Yeah,
match here?
I'm logged in, but
Um,
it didn't start yet, right? The
I
match didn't start.
don't see the screen.
Oh, okay, it didn't
Can
start
you
yet.
share that
But
with me?
tell me, we're watching Team Dash, right? Your team that Jorge misplaced you at, right?
Slash.
Oh,
Exactly. It's called slash team
Slash.
slash.
All right. So tell
But
me,
can
what
you
players are we watching
share
out
your
for?
screen with me?
No, I actually think it starts sharing when the game starts. It's gonna be like
Oh,
in
okay,
no,
cool.
and I'm sorry, we're having technical difficulties. All right, now you should see the screen. They're doing something here.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
tell
they're
me,
waiting in the
team
lobby.
slash, team slash.
Team slash.
Who are we looking out for in that team?
We are looking out for mainly for JT, in my opinion. I was talking about it already a little bit before. He is definitely one of my favorite players, also one of my teammates in Team Dash. And he is a really, really experienced player. He has a great strategy and he's a really great coach. He is playing with two fairly new players, one of them Clarions, who already participated in the last cup alongside Dietz
And we
Dazzle.
can, sorry to
And
jump route in you for those people that don't know. JT is right behind me, right? So maybe if I move myself a bit, people could see him playing behind me, like this.
that would be great.
All right, cool. Sorry, you can continue.
And yeah, so the
JT.
third player in the team in Team Slash is Dobson Scrubs. I just call him Dubs.
I will call
He
him
is one of my
Scrubs.
former teammates.
It's better.
Okay, yeah. Well, then we make up a good team. I see that already.
Of course.
We got it all covered. So yeah, Dubs. He is super cool. He actually started playing with me. Occasionally because he's also in the North American time zone. Both Clarions and Dubs are based in California. So they're both in the PST time zone, so it's their morning still. And so I played with Dubs a couple of times around this time last year when actually Tower Tech just launched or just got into the beta. And so he was playing back then, but because the team didn't have such a big player base and barely any player base in North America, he stopped playing until this cup when I hit him up and was like, hey, Dubs, you want to play with me? I need a player for the cup. And he was like, yes, I would love to, because I actually love the game, but I can't play because there's never anyone online, and playing against bots is of course too boring. So yeah, I'm really happy that he got back into the game
That's
with
good.
this cup. Yeah.
But I know JT for a really long time, and I know he talks a lot and screams a lot, a lot.
I mean,
So
I
tell
think
me,
it's
does
fine.
he
You know, he's
scream too
always
much in the game?
no,
Does he let you
no.
talk?
It's
He's laughing actually because he hears
um
me.
I'm not sure if I need to talk a lot if I'm not the captain. You know, he makes good points pretty often, and it's good for me
Does he
to
rage?
have
Is he a
someone who's
rager?
watching out.
Is he a rager a
Okay,
bit?
let's watch the game. So
All right.
here we see Team Ice going really well with charging of towers. They have already a majority of their field of their side charged up. JT and Clarions are giving, Dubs and Clarions are giving each other a heal in the base. JT is pushing forward. He's going like all aggressive forward on the left side. He's pushing even into the base of the team fire already. He's going now
But
into
there's
mid,
number
and
3
now
is
he
behind
has
him,
to
right?
be careful. Exactly. He nearly got trapped there, but he made it out in time.
Boom.
And we see the second kill. This time it was actually a trade between Ronnie Snore and Dubs. So by now it's 1 against 2, 3, and the kills are coming in like warm
Adapts his
bread. I wanted
scrubs
to
his
say.
roll, right? So he has to
Yes.
get healed.
So this is
You
yeah.
see he didn't get healed in time.
He got killed. Yeah, he didn't get
What a
healed in
noob.
time. Yeah, so we really see that Team Fire is heavily progressing on the map. They're really making a lot of way there. As you can see on the overview, they are really pushing Team Fire back into their base. They don't have a lot of room to navigate at all anymore, and we're seeing the difference becoming bigger, 2 against 6. It's really a tough game here for Team Fire that seem to be stuck inside the base, that barely come out of there. Team Ice is doing a great job with holding the middle. Dubs is doing a great job there with pushing forward, but got killed in the process. So we see 3 against 6 now. JT is still like going forward. And there we see 3 against 7. Ronnie Snort just got killed by JT. And now HHH got flanked by Team Ice.
So
So
tell
the
me,
points are piling up on Team Ice's side.
if I understand, Triple H is like one of the best players in the world, right?
Yeah.
And then JT is too. But we can see that
Exactly.
clearly JT is like kind of carrying this game.
Yeah, because it really depends on the dynamics in the team. Like if the team has a great communication, if they know their positions, if they're clear on where they should play, they can build up a great strategy, and they can basically support each other. They can go back for heals. They can build a way better foundation. And what happens here is just that Team Ice has most of the map controlled, and you see that reflecting in the points that are piling up here, 3 against 11 with 2 more minutes to go, and we're really seeing this being very hard for Team Fire to come back. It's that Team Fire is not falling back. They're not giving up. They're still fighting to get the map back, to get some towers back. They're now pushing into their middle. Triple H is really pushing forward. He got killed in the process, but he tried to get the map back. He really tried to push through the middle, but it's very hard if you have so little map control and the other team has such good angles that they can flank from. It's
Honestly,
very tough.
if we're watching JT right now, he's controlling basically all of the map, even though he's in the middle, but he's taking new towers, right? Carrying this game pretty hard. He's 8-0 with 2 assists. He's not even going back for heroes. It's pretty tough playing against him, I must say. What makes a player good?
I think that JT was itching to play, and it is a very big deal for a player if they really want to play, if they really want to win this match. And that is the case for JT, because what also happened is that JT and Triple H are usually in one team, right? And so they usually don't compete against each other. And the only time I know of when they were ever competing before was in the single cup, where you play 1 against 1. And so there, HHH was beating JT.
Oh,
so
really?
I believe this is also some kind
Bit
of
of a grudge
revenge
match
that's going on here. And I think that put JT's motivation really high. And it really is about the motivation that you go into those games with. Tower Tech is a super emotional game. It's about communication. It's about timing, honestly, you really have to be spot on. It's 5 minutes of really high power, and this was
And we
like
see Team Ice
definitely
destroying Team
exactly
Fire.
JT destroying
Triple
them.
H
Yeah,
got
very much.
absolutely destroyed by JT in this game. I must be honest. Very impressive
Yeah.
performance by JT. He's pretty much a tower tech nerd, one must say. We can see him behind me, walking around the tower. I think maybe after this we can get interview with JT, right? But I hear him talk all the time, so maybe we get an interview with someone else. But we can get also an interview with Triple H, right? I'm out of the screen, they're telling me. Sorry, guys.
He's
So what?
probably mad
Tell me,
now. I
Ruth,
wouldn't talk to him
if you
currently.
would be in Team Fire right now, you got absolutely destroyed. You got destroyed. You have JT against you. What do you tell your team? Are you like, ah, guys, we're playing for fun, let's enjoy this? Or are you like, guys, Rosinor, you had 0 kills and 6 deaths. I will kick you out of the team if you don't pick it up. What would be your approach, Ruth? Tell us.
I think it would be somewhere in the middle.
All
I
right.
mean, if Ronnie Snore is really trying hard
How do you know
and
he's
he
trying
just got
hard? You're just
killed a
being
lot of
nice.
times.
That guy is
So
feeding.
no, you know what? To be to be honest, they got pushed back into the base so much that they just couldn't do anything. Honestly, everyone that has such little map control just gets bumped in their base. And these situations happen to me a lot of times, and I don't envy HHH here, but he can't make it. If he's really gonna push
All right,
now,
then
if
let's
he's
watch
gonna have his
HHH this
team
time.
holding the towers. This is something I told my team over and over. Clarions and Dubs, they heard it a million times. They have to hold the tower. They have to have the majority of the map. And that's what you see here in the first couple of seconds. Team Ice
Oh.
has an advantage in charging up the field.
I think
It's
they're
really
holding
about,
the same
and
amount of
there
towers
we
right now.
go.
Triple H dead.
Clarions just shot HHH and Dubs just shot Ronnie Snore. So those two are doing a really great job. They're probably really hyped currently and are like, okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna win this match, and they're just pushing full on forward. They have nothing to lose really, so they can really try to play aggressive in this round and try to see how far they can go. Because they already have one win. So
If
they
I'm gonna
wouldn't
be
out
honest with
if they
you,
would lose this
Ruth,
now.
actually, you know, in the previous game, JT was shouting all the time because that's what he does most of the time. But now he's calm, he's cool, he's collected, he's quiet. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they
he's
know they're winning
probably-
this game. It's in their
Yeah,
back,
exactly.
right?
They're probably like, ah, it's fine.
But
I
they
don't have
shouldn't
to
get
shout
cocky
at them
because
all the time.
it's free too.
But
Four-
now it's
four.
getting, yeah, 2-4. Still, you can see it on the map control. Oh, 4-4. There we go. So now
Oh,
it's gonna
damn.
get interesting here.
And now we're about to
Dubs
see
and
JT start
Clarion
screaming.
died 2 times. And now exactly, that's the time when I would start screaming
Exactly.
too. And my team knows this from me. So yeah, this is really the points where you have to tell your team, play positions, stick with the towers, charge up your towers, play positions, flank them with us. And play a little bit also, if you're in such a situation that you're just leading, you have to play a bit conservative, because if you're rushing full front, you have a very good chance of hitting a kill, but you also have a good chance of dying yourself. So
It's a
if
really
not
close game, this one,
necessary-
right? We
It
can
is
see
a
the
very,
main
very
difference
close game.
is Rosinor
It
is
is a-
not dying that much. So let's watch him for a moment and see what he's going different. He's number 3 on the
Yeah,
map, so
so-
he's actually forward. It's not like he's playing like a
Runner is actually just sniping
scared
here
player.
and got killed. Okay,
Ah.
well.
damn. I was hyping him up and then he betrays me like this. But let's watch Triple H. He was playing the big game last time. Of course, he was killing Gunnar Knight, so like killing Gunnar Knight means nothing. It's super easy. But this game, he's playing against real players. So
I just wanted to say he
And
should
he
have
got
gotten
shot
back for
again.
a heal.
God
Yeah, he got
damn.
shot again. He didn't have to sacrifice that point. He should have gone back for a heal. Same for Ronnie
Yeah.
Snore, same for Vorchis. And
Yeah.
3 hits, 3 kills in
And
like
JT,
1 second.
the tower tech
Um,
nerd, 6-0. Why is JT?
And you
Ah,
can
he just got killed. He got killed
no,
through the shield, right?
you should
Like,
stop talking
yeah, I
about the
think we're
players.
caster
They always
cursing.
get
We're
killed.
caster cursing these players because every time I click on someone, they die. But I didn't know you
Yeah.
could shoot through the defenses here in the middle. So there are holes there that you can shoot from.
Yeah. There are holes. They're a
Uh,
big part of the technique because it's you have to watch out for them. You have to have your eyes everywhere, especially on those holes, because if someone is standing behind those shields, you are just a totally open victim in that moment. You can really see that on the map, Team Ice had a lot of map control in the last minute, throughout the last minute,
they
and
just
they kind of ramped up the difference a little bit more. But by now, it's fairly even. So I have to say, honestly, Team Fire is doing a good job at pushing back. This time HHH died a lot, but I think that was because he was going full aggressive. What I told you before, that the risk to die is very high when you're going
Oh
full
wow,
aggressive.
JT is actually in middle of two players right now. How come he's
Yeah,
not
he
dead?
just
Oh,
got flanked there. He
but
just got
he's
caught and flanked there, but he has a very, very good way of hiding. And
because he's so small, you
the
know.
Team Fire didn't flank him enough. So he's still jumping around. He's pretty hit. He should go back for a heal. But also they have so much advantage in points that it's not necessary, that he could potentially die, but I think he's going back for a heal right now.
What happened with Triple H? Tell me. Is he playing bad? Like this game?
No, he's just playing more aggressive. He's just trying desperately to make room and to play as much as he can, and that means risking something.
But
Because you
9
can see number
out?
3, Bunny Snore, he's not holding the right side. He's not
I see.
basically having that right side set up so they can come into the base. And it's really hard, honestly. It's like a head-on-head fight. It's
So the
like
grudge
one
match.
versus one on those positions.
So the grudge match is over. JT bought, destroyed Triple H's team, destroyed them. So it was pretty rough to watch actually. I was kind of sad for
Yeah.
Triple H at the end of the game because that guy had 10 deaths. That's more deaths than Gunnar
And
Knight, which is crazy. Nobody has more deaths than
yeah,
Gunnar
and
Knight.
I would really say that this is a good example of where you can see how much it matters how you play together with your team, because
Yeah,
HHH
communication.
himself, when I play with him, he's better than me. It's really about communication, about teamwork, about team play, and also about the vibe inside the team. And it's a very, very hard task for these captains, because in this mixed cup, every person that is a really good player and that did compete before in a cup has to, if he wants to enter the league, they have to be a captain of a team.
Yeah.
They can't just be like a team member. They have to be a captain, and they're playing with unexperienced players. So in
Ruth, I'm
this
gonna
moment,
have you.
it's really
I'm sorry.
about,
I'm gonna have you do a quick interview with JT for a few seconds, so he can tell you about the match, how it went.
yes,
And I
please.
just want
Yeah,
to
that
say,
would be
what
great.
a nerd this guy. What a nerd. 1 death, 20 kills. What a tower tech nerd. Words to you, JT.
Thanks, hello, hello. Am I good here?
Hey, that was
Can you hear me
a
clear? Sound me
great
clear? Can I take
match.
this off? It's like,
Congratulations.
is this okay? All right. Thank you. Yeah, no, my team, they're starting to understand the positions, so we'll get better.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really saw that from the top. Team Ice, like your team was always holding the majority of the map. How was that possible, and how were you able to hold the majority of the map against HHH, Triple H, who's a really good player, really strong player as well? So tell me your secret, JT.
Yeah, so it really starts with like the calls, and I will tell you guys exactly, like, it really starts with the calls. Like, if you establish what the positions are, then you can agree on which positions not to give up. In the majority of the maps, I would say that the positions that you shouldn't give up are the number 3 positions. And that's particularly true whenever the number 3 position is higher or wider. You know, in a lot of the finals, if you guys go back and check the footage, that's actually one of the main reasons why some of the teams, you know, had a really big difference in points. And if you think about it, when you start, like home is 1, and then in front of you is 2, and then the third position is what I'm talking about. If that third position is really high, either third or fourth, if it's really high or really wide, you want to control that no matter what, because if the opponent has that on you, you're gonna just be open. You know, they have an angle on you, which is how I refer to it. And so once my team understood that we needed to hold those positions, even with the team that was a lot better, you know, even with the really strong team, it was still fine. We have Ronisaur joining us, and so if you guys want to pick up the call, he'll be joining us here in a couple of seconds. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, JT.
Yeah,
I guess you need a bit of a break right now after these action games.
Yeah, definitely. You know, if you've never played tower tag, it's a workout. Like I'm sweaty right now. Like my face was sweating. My legs are gonna, you know, I feel like I've been going up and down, and my body's like really tight and tense. So if you've never done it before, I would highly suggest you do this because it is kind of like a sport. And so we are going
and
to
have ice cream afterwards.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
my favorite thing.
Okay, cool. All right, so I gotta say goodbye now because we gotta interview Ronisaur. Thank you so much, Root, for joining us and for doing the broadcasting. We really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. So that was JT. And do we have Ronisaur online now?
And I am out. It was really nice to
You're
hang
out.
out with you, Simon.
Rude, thank
yeah,
you.
As far as I know, you are doing the interview with
Oh, only
Ronnie's
me.
now.
I
Yeah,
I hoped once someone who knows the
only,
game would
come
do the
on.
interview. I'm lost without you, Root.
Well, I can stay with you. No worries, of
Really?
course.
Of course, then stay in the interview. Guys, can we have the interview with Root and Ronisaur? Oh, we can't. Only one person?
Only
Oh.
one person. You can do it.
Alright, I will
I'm
try.
gonna cross my fingers.
Thank
You're gonna
you.
make it.
Root, it was great to have you.
Alright.
You were way better
Yeah, it was
caster
fun.
partner than Jorge. Way better.
Well, then we did a great job in switching teams because JT was a way better captain for the team.
Yeah, he's try hard. Goodbye, Root.
Bye bye.
Three, two, one.
And guys, we're back. We're actually gonna have an interview with one of the players, Ronisor, right? If I'm saying it correctly. I think right now he's fixing his mic, so we gotta wait a sec for his interview.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's okay. It's okay. So, Ronisor, you got destroyed. Comment on it, please. How come this happened to you and your team?
Well, first off, we were having a hard time retreating and healing each other because as we were focused on the player in front of us, another player across the map was got us at a good angle, and that's how they were eliminating us.
And I think, was it kind of that you had a bad day, or it was more of a team play? Are you gonna blame all of the team, or what about your own gameplay?
Um, I mean, it was just a bad match. We
Yeah.
were, because usually we were doing pretty good the first match, and then the second match, I don't know, JT and Clarion, they're just top players, man.
Yeah. But
Just top.
from my understanding, Root is higher ranked than JT, so JT should have been a downgrade, right, from their team.
It all depends on how often you play.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And how you're a gamer? Are you a gamer? Do you play a lot of games?
Oh yeah, I love to play Call of Duty, Player Unknown's Underground. Play a lot of other games too, like
And how did you get to Tower Tech?
I just bought the Valve Index, and I saw a tower tag on there, and it looked interesting and fun, so I bought that, and then got into the Discord, and people started inviting me, and I was getting attention from everyone.
Yeah, that's
So
good. So what's the score of your team right now?
well, we won the first match against the first team.
Well, but that
From
doesn't count, my friend, because you were playing against Gunnar Knight, which is one of the worst players in the league. So
Oh, that's not nice.
it's true. I'm being honest. Like that win shouldn't even count. But okay. So you have one win and one loss at the time, or
Yeah.
all right. And who you're facing next? Do you know? Is it decided yet?
No, I do not know. It's not decided yet.
And are you gonna guys train before that match a bit?
Oh yes, definitely, definitely over the weekend we're gonna train.
All right. So what do you think you should improve in game?
Um, Mostly healing. When we get hit, we need to retreat more, and we need to be closer to our teammates so we can heal, because that's our biggest issue right now, is healing. Because if we don't have that and awareness of the other players on the other side of the map, then we're just gonna get obliterated.
And do you think your communication lacked a bit or so?
Not really. It was just basically hard situations. Like shooting one person when you're on the right side, when you're on the right side, and another person's like on mid, and you don't see him
Mm.
because you're too busy on the right side with the other guy.
Yeah.
So more evasive moves and not sticking at one tower. Because sometimes I like to stick at a tower and try to kill the one guy, and that's in front of me, and that really puts me in a bad place.
Mm. Yeah, but you kind of, I think, got also outclassed like mechanically, right? Because at one point JT was in the middle of two of your players and he killed both of you. So he is a really good player. Obviously, he's got hours played on this. So I think you really guys gotta get more hours of this game under your belt and then come back stronger, right? This is only like the start of the tournament.
Yes, that's important.
Of
Yes,
course, yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah, definitely need to get more play time in this game.
Why do you think this game? What gets you hyped about this game? Like, I know you play Call of Duty. I also play Call of Duty. I also watch other esports and play myself. But what's special about this game? Why do you like this game?
Well, I used to grow up. my dad used to have BB guns and some pellet guns, and we used to be in our basement shooting guns. And I mean, I had a lot of cousins that had airsoft guns as well, and we used
Yeah.
to play in the backyard. So that brings back a lot of memories and everything. And I used to go to laser tag sometimes and play there at
Yeah.
the actual laser tag places. And this was like this is totally like just like that, except like
Exactly.
you're in a closed out, you're in a closed space.
Yeah, I remember back then every kid that had birthday party at laser tag was the cool kid at the school, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it turned to paintball, right? Is this is quite similar to paintball, right? Because you gotta control the map. They're basically running from point to point. I think I know these guys here are they also have the haptic vest where when it hits you it like makes it doesn't hurt you, but it's pretty. They're making it pretty real. Did you ever play like what you can see behind me with these walls?
No, I wish.
It's cool. It's really cool. I played it myself. I would say I'm top five in the world in this game. Of course, I'm just not on the ladder, but no, I'm joking. But playing with this is fucking cool. It's amazing, you know, because
Oh,
you really gotta feel it. But I think Ruth told me that it's actually a disadvantage having this, you know, because she told me that you when you're playing in game you can hide a bit in the tower, but here obviously you can't hide in the tower, so maybe you're a bit slower.
oh, is she cheating, hiding in the tower?
Yeah, that's what she said. Is that cheating? That should be cheating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder she's number two in the world now. I I released her secret right on the air.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course,
How many times do you bump into that tower
dude,
with your
for like
headset?
touching the tower. Oh, you mean bump like accidentally?
Yeah.
Never actually, never. It's
Really?
it's really good. I was super impressed when they, cause you know me, JT, Jorge, and Gunnar Knight, Michael, we started this company, and at the start we started with like escape room games and stuff like that, and then JT discovered Tower Tech, right? And he really like bet all his money or all the company's money on this game that is gonna work, and he got from the guys from VR Nerds uh, these walls, and it's fucking epic. It's I feel like the COVID of course kind of sucks, but when it's
Yeah.
over, it's gonna be amazing. It's you can see behind me, it looks cool. It's realistic. It's fun as hell. Yeah.
Definitely going to be a change of pace for gaming and competition.
Of course, of course. But like even with the VR escape room games, I've been around the world on some VR escape room games that are like this, that you can actually feel the things around you. That they're. It's super important that it's like millimeter precise, right? So you don't bump into stuff, and that's the problem with like the bigger games. But with the tower tech, nothing like that happens. It's people come, they're playing it for the first time, and they don't bump into the towers. It's really good, really good.
Yeah, it's a perfect game to have.
Exactly. What would you add in the game? What would you make new? Like some thoughts? What would you make better?
Um, I mean, maybe a new game mode, and
I would add
with
grenades, man. You know,
yeah.
maybe like sticky grenades to the tower, so when they throw it, you gotta jump away to another tower,
Oh, that would be dope.
right?
Really fun. And
Because
then like sticky grenades.
yeah, exactly, sticky grenades, exactly. Because right now
I
I
love.
kind of feel that sometimes people just hold 2 to 3 positions, and like this you could like throw the grenade on the tower where there's no one, and if they jump there, like if you throw it before they jump there, they get killed, you know? So it makes you think twice about jumping to the tower.
That would definitely be a change of pace and really really difficult probably too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And maybe different guns too, you know? But I like it
Okay.
that it's like not pay to win, you know, like Call of Duty that at the you start and there are people with level 1000 with the guns. Pretty hard to catch up.
I do like the simplicity, but the gun is pretty fast too, as
Yeah.
it is.
But sticky
Like I like
grenades?
how it fires and how you can make it fire pretty faster.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like paintball in this regard.
Yeah, you can ramp it really good.
Yeah, right. All right, so thank you for the interview. It was awesome talking to you.
It was a
And
pleasure.
we're gonna watch your next matches. You should pick it up, man. Gotta get those wins.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, totally gonna be on it.
Awesome. I'm gonna be watching your team, and I'm rooting for you. Definitely
Thanks.
rooting for you more than JT or Gunnar, right? They, ah.
This you're Nevum, right?
What?
Wait, who are you?
I don't play. I don't play the game. I'm a caster, so
Yeah, but what's your name?
Simon.
Oh, okay, Simon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man. All right, bye.
All right, you have a good day.
You too, bye. Bye, bro.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the broadcast. We saw some pretty cool matches. We saw JT destroy Triple H in the match. We saw Gunnar Knight get absolutely blasted and have 9 of the 10 deaths, which is incredible. And we had fun. We had a new caster. We had Root, which is way better than JT. I think everybody can agree on that. And then, of course, you had me, the best caster in VR esports, because I'm the only caster in VR esports. And wish for next time. I hope this company provides me with not a warm beer, but a cold one. See you next time, guys. Goodbye.